There are global institutions, as I said, there are many. But those that deal with this debt problem for the rest of the world were the IMF and the World Bank.
Lecture from training of journalists and civil society organization them on public debts with the Budget Advocacy Network ban all together with the Public Debt Management Unit, Ministry of Finance for journalists and civil society with support from the African Development Bank under the Enhancing Efficiency in Public Debt Management Institutional Support Project.
In collaboration with the Ministry of Finance, we organized this training as part of the component of the project where we look at strengthening the oversight role of stakeholders them around public debt. So we organized this training in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance for building the capacity of selected media and civil society them around the management of public debts, around debt transparency, around debt accountability. Because the whole idea was to ensure that external stakeholders then begin engage on debt issues from a constructive point of view.
Abubakar Kamara, National Coordinator, Budget Advocacy Network, they talk on the thing them we then discuss inside this training. Now, but 30 journalists and civil society them benefit from this training, but why journalists and civil society and what they expect from the beneficiaries them. Abubakar again.
Then get a role in terms of holding government accountable on how they use public debt, on how they secure public debt, on how they manage public debt. And just like the same thing of media can then get responsible for set the agenda. But the whole idea is for ensure the decision of taking public debt, the management of public debt should be done in a transparent and accountable way, and that the resources for which they loan they need to take for the user for the right purpose, so that in the long run it will create the benefits where it's supposed to create. Well, we expect we will use this knowledge for begin engage constructively from an evidence point of view around public debt issues, ranging from the aspect of managing the public debt to the aspect of utilization of the resources for the intended purpose. So we expect, for example, media, for let them begin set the agenda on public debt issues, for let we will educate the people, bring the people in along around understanding the public debt, the implication where we are currently in terms of a public debt situation.
What in this training meaning to the civil society and journalism will benefit?
Lawrence Williams, journalist and poor advocate. Of course, the training, of course, is timely and necessary. Some of we serve for enhanced capacity, the knowledge we already get in public debt management practices and the overall public financial management practices in Salome. Well, of course, the knowledge and other things that we don't gain from this training go enhance our ability for report accurately on public debt. Secondly, also the strengthen we know-how, the skills, then for able to advocate for greater transparency and accountability in the use and management of public debt.
Mohamed Abdullahi Fofana, Head of Programs and Policy for Action in Sierra Leone. The training were really rich and very, very responsive to the issues they all over the context, because we're working there outside there without having the subject matter of debt issues. We could always get a different perception about the government and the borrowing of debt from abroad or domestic borrowing. Because every year when they read the budget in Parliament, you get that section we get for deal with debt. And once they provide that information to the public, everybody they carry in your own perception around that. But this is now an opportunity we ban organize through the funding from the African Development Bank and in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance, for can open with memories, with horizon, with ability for understand more about debt. At the end of this training, 3 days training, we don't come to the realization, say, yes, indeed, that's not a whole subject we need to understand, and it can good, but it gets in flip sides of the story. But the most important thing with all of this is how we effectively and efficiently manage debt for the benefit of the citizens of Sierra Leone.
Budget Advocacy Network PAN, the Public Debt Management Unit, Ministry of Finance, and the African Development Bank, they expect then journalists and civil society for put to practice what they don't learn inside this 3-day training on public debt. For Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara, the reports.